This is Rolf Connect. It's a combination of the traditional material with physique materials and the digital world with apps. So what we've developed is best to understand like the educational Xbox. You buy an Xbox and you buy several games which are only available for the Xbox. So that's why we developed the Rolf Hub. It can be connected to every device which has Bluetooth. So iOS is available, Samsung, Android, Chromebooks, and also big PCs. How does it work? We connect the hub, we turn it on, and we connect it. Now it's connected, and now we can play the apps or the games. Right now we have one box. It's a math and number sense box for children up to 3 years. We have a lot of content. Hans and I counted it. We have 14 games. And well, first we start with learning what amounts are. So we have a game called More and Fewer.
We are going to practice with more and fewer. Choose your level. You see two groups of children.
Here we have Lotte.
Do you know which group has
Lotte
more
is our
children?
coach. She will guide the children through the exercises, give them
Where
feedback,
do you see
and
more children?
motivates
Click
them
on
to
this group.
more and fewer. Right now, Lotte is asking for more. So which group has more?
Very
This group.
good.
She gives feedback. Very good.
In which group are there fewer children?
When they've learned about that concept, we're testing it in another game. It's called amounts, because numbers can be represented in different ways.
Do
We
you
can
recognize the number?
count by hands. We
Choose
can
your level.
use tallies,
You can see a lot of chests.
the
with
dice
amounts
dots,
on them.
and the numbers itself.
A number is shown.
I'm skipping the instruction.
Which chest has 0 on it?
Now children have to look for the sign 0, but it can be represented by hands or tallies. Right now we have these two boxes.
Yes, that's good. Which chest has 2 on it?
2.
Good. Which chest has 1 on it?
Right. So that continues. I'm going to show you something about Lotte, the way we give feedback
Number line.
with the number line.
We will practice with the number line. Choose your level. You can see a train with empty wagons. Can you put the boxes in the correct order?
So the children have to put the boxes in the correct order from low to high. So 7, 9, 8, 10.
Unfortunately, you have to try again.
That's incorrect. Trying again.
That's not the right answer. Try again.
Now she gives extra
The red
instructions.
boxes are not in the correct place.
Green is
Carefully look
correct,
again
red is
at where they
incorrect.
should be. Great!
So, we're offering 3 sorts of games. Touch games, games which work with touch and the blocks, and games that only work with the blocks. I will show you how the blocks work.
We are going to practice counting.
In this game,
Choose your
the
level.
children need to count the parked cars
You can
with a
see a
certain
big car
color.
park. Lots of different cars driving. How many blue cars are parked here?
Right now, we have 10 blue cars. We put the block on the hub.
Good. Count only the blue cars.
And the blue cars.
2. Great. How many blue cars?
So on that base, we can create a lot of different boxes. What we really try to stimulate is the collaboration between children, because they can discuss certain sums or problems. So we've created this game, the parking game.
We are going to form numbers together. Choose your level.
Maybe you can
You
help
see
me.
a car park with a few cars.
Okay.
I will ask you to park a certain amount. You must park 10 cars.
So now we have collaborate. We have to park 10 cars, so I will do 5. And you can do 5. Let me check.
Very well done, everybody. Together are 8 cars.
How many?
5.
Right? So I did 3.
You make a good team.
So that's how we stimulate the collaboration. Hans will send you another screenshot of peripherals we are making, which will be shipped in May. So, like I said, it's the Xbox principle. So right now we have the math box. Also, it will be shipped in March. And we also have another program, another box, and that's about coding skills, which I will show you in the next video. So, welcome back. This is our new, the other box. This is a prototype, so we've been asked to show what will be the next box. So we've installed this prototype. It's buggy, it's slow, but everything will be solved. So, but it's just to give you an impression of what will come in May. Well, programming is about solving problems. We have a big problem, we chop it into bits, and every bit we should solve, and then we have solved the problem. So first we need to teach children to think in steps, sequences. We've tested this prototype already with a number of children, and we actually see that it's very well working, this kind of teaching. So, here we have the blocks. There will be physical blocks. At the moment we only have them inside this game. Here we can input the blocks. And this is the car. And the goal is every time the car needs to go to the finish line. Right now the car is facing that way, so it will drive that way, and it cannot drive backwards. It can only go forward. So now we have to think in steps. We need to get there. So first we have to turn the car 90 degrees, 90 degrees. We can check the code step by step. 1, 2. Okay, now we've accomplished the turn of the car. So now what we need to do is input steps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the car will go to the finish line. So that's the basic skill children need to have. So they're able to think in steps. Once they've accomplished that, we can continue. I will go to functions to explain how that works. A function is something that does something. So right here, we want to teach the children what a function is. So we've already filled this one. Children cannot change it, they have to use it. So function 2 says 2 times up, 2 times straight forward. Well, that's convenient because we need to go there. So 1, 2, 1, 2. But first, we need to call the function, because if it's not called, it's not doing anything. If I go step by step through my code, it's not working. So I have to call the function. So I press F2. Right now you will see, step by step, it goes to function 2, 1, 2. Right. So right now we're there with this function call. Over here we need to turn, so that is our next step. We turn the car, and then again 2 steps ahead to reach to get to the finish line, function 2. A lot of our competitors, they work with coding lines, where they really already have to read about if this, then that. We work in a different way because we believe if children are able to think in steps and think in functions, think in loops, think in sequences, they're able to program in any language. One more thing I would like to show you is conditions. It's an if statement. So when it rains, if it starts to rain, you put on your umbrella. That's a similar thing. Right here, if the car hits the orange tile, it will turn. It's also locked, they cannot change it, so they have to use it. the previous session, they've learned about loops. So they learned how that a function can call itself. So I will show you what it means. This is the solution to this exercise. I will just go through it step by step. First we go straight ahead. Then we come to the if statement. Is the tile orange? No, it's not. So I go back to function 1. Straight ahead. Is the tile orange? It's not. So function 1. Is the tile orange? Yes it is. Car will turn. Function 1. So run our code. They get to the finish. So that's just a sneak peek to our next box. It will be ready in May. And that's it actually. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And maybe we'll meet sometime.